construed.
So let's see. Your question was
In terms of how much that frustrates you as an artist.
Oh,
Invest a lot into your songs.
well, sometimes you make something and you want it to be looked at in a certain way, or you say to yourself, do they get it? And there's always going to be some people that don't, and they might take it the wrong way. I mean, there was a song I wrote, several years ago called Camouflage, and it was kind of an update, I thought, of the old Vanishing Hitchhiker story, but I kind of put it in Vietnam with a ghost Marine, and we still play the song, but for a lot of people in Europe, they thought it was a kind of I don't know, like they thought I was a gun collector or something, and that I was all ready for, I just read like The Art of War or something like that. I said, no, it's Americana, it's a folk tale, but if you got to tell somebody, then they might as well not even be asking,
Yeah. Speaking of Americana and folk tales, talk about the influences that constantly feed into you, even at this point in your career. What stuff are you constantly reading or watching? Where do your fascinations lie outside of what you're doing in music?
Yeah, I mean, what they call, I guess, American traditional music is always like a place I can appreciate and go to for inspiration and really the models of what songwriting is. I'm talking about Woody Guthrie or Lead Belly or Skip James or Fred McDowell or the original geniuses of blues and folk music. I still, of course, listen to Bob Dylan, and I listen to friends of mine like Van Dyke Parks, and I listen to Neil Young, and I listen to Tom Waits, and I listen to Nina Simone, and I guess people with a singular idea of themselves and what their song is about and who they are. So probably more of that I'm listening to, and I think there's a big wellspring of material in the American tradition of music that you can continue to draw from.
Is it a kick to be at this point in your career to be part of that songbook and people put your name along, at least Tom Waits and Randy Newman and these great, legendary singers at this point, to hear your name listed them? It must be a kick at this point after.
Well, at a certain point, it's all a kick, because I'm just happy to be anywhere, at any time, and you do realize that after a while that life is pretty fragile, and at this point in my life, there's some people that I've known that aren't here anymore, and I miss them, and you realize that we've all only got so much time to do what we're doing, and we might as well get on with it, and the word is gratitude, I guess.
Yeah. And talk about the doing what you're doing. How much of each day is spent being creative? You're a creative person. How much of it are you always songwriting? Are you always thinking about the next music, or do you take a break sometimes for a couple months?
Well, I'm not always writing. I'm not always doing the physical act of writing or playing. But then again, I'm always writing a song up in my head somewhere. And I'm quite, in a lot of ways, kind of an eavesdropper. I do hear things in life and conversations that end up finding their way into my subconscious somehow and becoming part of a song or a situation. Other times I can see the whole song pretty much beginning to end in my head, almost like a screenplay or a movie. And then it's a matter of cobbling it out. And along the way, other things get thrown in. So it's always surprising to me. I never really know how it's going to happen. It's part of the thing that draws me back to it, because it's always a surprise. It's always exhilarating to get something into a place that is a song. And so other times I'll just be working steady for a couple of weeks, and then that other couple of weeks I'll just be kind of sponging stuff up.
Very good.
All right.
Pleasure.
Thanks, Adam.
Well done.
Was that okay?
That was great.
Okay.
That was great.
Whoa.